I think one of the best things to experience in life are concerts. And I'm very fortunate to have attended a handful of concerts. My very first concert that I went to was 21 Pilots back in 2017. It was in Louisville, Kentucky at the KFC Yum Center. And that was one of the greatest moments of my life, and I'm never going to forget it. And 21 Pilots is my favorite band, and if you actually look closely, I do have a poster of the Emotional Road show right here, and I'm actually wearing a 21 Pilots hoodie, as you can tell right here. So, yeah, it's safe to say that 21 Pilots is my favorite band. I've seen them 4 times already. I'm actually seeing them for a 5th time in Cincinnati in August with my friends Carson and Cameron. We're really excited for that, and yeah, it's the anticipation is real for that. So, yeah, but we're not talking about good experiences in concerts. We're talking about bad experiences in concerts. And today we're going to be talking about my worst concert experience of all time. Now, sorry if I look over here constantly, like in this area. I have my laptop with me over here as like sort of a monitor to make sure the camera looks good, like the quality looks good at the camera. So, and from what it looks like over here, it actually looks fine. I hope it looks fine for you guys. So, anyways, let's keep going. So, the Chainsmokers. Now, before I was into 21 Pilots, I actually did like the Chainsmokers, back when they were good. They came out with a song called Roses, which I thought was a really good song at the time, and I think it still is a good song. I listened to it on occasions recently. And they also had their song Don't Let Me Down, which was such a banger. I still listen to it as well. It's very, very good song there. And then that same year they came out with Closer. Now, when the song first came out, I did like the song, but it just played way too many times on the radio. It pretty much became their biggest hit. It probably is their biggest hit now that I think about it. But yeah, it just overplayed on the radio. And then the beginning of 2017, that was when Paris came out. I actually liked Paris. I think it was an okay song. So, but it's not really as good as Don't Let Me Down and stuff. And then my birthday, coincidentally, that same year, the Chainsmokers came out with Something Just Like This with Coldplay, and I actually really enjoyed that song. I thought it was really good, and yeah, that was a really good song. And then I think around April of that year, they came out with their debut album, Memories Do Not Open. I think I still have my review up when the album came out, so if you guys want to go back and look at that video, go for it. That'll tell you what I thought about the album. Long story short, it really wasn't that good. So, and around that same time, they announced a tour, and one of their stops was in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Yum Center. So, at first, I wasn't going to go to this show at all. I had no desire, but then I think around the last week of school, my friend Chris, he texted me. He goes, "Hey, I have an extra ticket for the Chainsmokers concert if you want to go." And keep in mind, the day before this concert was the last day of school. It was my last day of freshman year, and so I thought maybe this would be a cool way to kick off the summer, was to go to a Chainsmokers concert. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for anything, because if I did, that would be one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my life. But anyways, so when we were heading to Louisville, when we were at the Yum Center, when we were walking towards the Yum Center, all the memories kind of flooded back to me when I was at the Yum Center for the 21 Pilots concert, just walking to the Yum Center, just seeing the building itself. All the memories kind of flooded back to me when I was back at the Yum Center for the Chainsmokers concert, walking in and everything. It's just some good memories there. And then we got to our seats. They were actually pretty decent seats. They were kind of like at the end of the venue where like the soundboard is, like that area, essentially. And it was like sort of the far end. We had a pretty decent look at the stage, but it was a little far, so it wasn't that bad. But these 2 ladies walked towards. They were behind us, and they were walking. And one lady was, I think they were like in their mid-20s. They were college students, so one of them was not really that drunk. She was clearly the designated driver, and the other lady was completely wasted. the lady looked at us and she went, "Hi guys," and Chris was like, "Hello," and the girl goes, "What college do you go to?" And Chris looks at me with this weird smile on his face. I was like, and then he looks at the girl and he goes, "We're in high school actually." And I remember seeing the look on the girl's face. She went like, "Oh," and I think we like talked for a little bit. I don't really remember that much. And then the opening acts. Oh my God, there were two opening acts. I don't remember what the second one is. She had some song that was on the radio. I forget what it was. The first opening act was this DJ that went by Weathen, and his set was so loud and obnoxious. I hated it. I don't even remember what he played. I think he just played like covers. That was pretty much it. But the second opening act was some female vocalist. Like I said, she had some song on the radio. I'm not gonna try and sing the song because I don't like singing on camera. But anyway, so I look back. She had this one song that like the chorus was like, "Cocaine, cocaine." Like I don't really know exactly how the song went, but I look to my left and I see Chris, and the girl was kissing Chris's neck. And look, for those that don't know, in Kentucky, the age of consent is 16. So technically, she wasn't really committing any crimes. But still, in my opinion, I don't care if the age of consent is 16. If you're doing that kind of crap with a 16-year-old, that's just bad. Okay, it's just weird. All right, it's wrong. Chris, I don't know what he thought about it. I think when he talked to me about it, he was like, "Dude, that sucked." I was like, "Probably," because her breath smelled like pure alcohol, and at one point she actually fell onto our area, so me and Chris had to pick her up and put her back to where she was, and it was bad. And then, now keep in mind, this was like the opening acts, so the Chainsmokers haven't even gone to the set yet, and eventually they finally got on stage, and oh my God, dude, it was absolutely insane. Like, it was mostly just remixes of songs that we liked, but the only songs that weren't remixed were from the album Memories Do Not Open. And it was so bad, and like the mic quality, like the audio at the concert, it sounded like they were on helium, so I don't know if it was like a glitch with the mics or something, so I don't really know, but there really wasn't really anything good except for the backup band. There was a drummer that was there. I think his name's Matt McGuire. He killed it on the drums. He was insane. He had a drum solo during one part, and it was insane. Like, it was absolutely amazing. And there was this piano player named Tony Ann. I follow him on Instagram. He was actually really good as a pianist. He did a cover of Closer, which was really good, and it was kind of funny because he actually dabbed at the end at that part, so that was kind of cringe for me, but he played the piano, so he played the piano in front of like thousands of people, so it was okay for that. But the Chainsmokers themselves, I have really nothing against them personally. They seem like pretty chill people music-wise. I don't really like their new music, especially the music that they came out recently with High and iPad. They're coming out with a new album soon. I forget when it's coming out, but I'll probably listen to it probably have a review out later on. But between those two albums, they actually had a really good songs called Sick Boy and You Owe Me. I think they were stepping towards the right direction, but clearly I was wrong. Yeah, the concert just sucked. We had to deal with a drunk lady. That was absolutely terrible. And yeah, it's just don't go to the Chainsmokers if you're expecting a good time. And like, this is also kind of a rant. Like, why would you want to get drunk or high at a concert? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't do drugs or anything, so I wouldn't really worry about myself taking any drugs. But I would not take drugs at a concert because it is a experience that you have to experience sober. And yeah, you can obviously film and stuff, but this is something you gotta remember. If you're like seeing your favorite band or something, you're not gonna remember anything, and you're gonna be hungover the next morning. So yeah, it's gonna suck. And yeah, just go to a concert sober. That was my story about the Chainsmokers concert, and I'm never going to a Chainsmokers concert again.
Guys, for some reason the video cut off at the end. I'm not really sure what happened there, but anyways, that was pretty much the end of the video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I rambled on a bunch of times, but I thought it was a pretty good story to talk about, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for new content and everything. Leave a like if you really enjoyed this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.